Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. The Cubs and Padres are going to wrap up this four-game series with Game 2 of a Sunday doubleheader here in San Diego. The Cubs riding a 7-game winning streak and back to just one game under 500 on the season. So, Paul Edmondson is going to make his first start for the Cubs this year. He is making appearance number 11 with an ERA of 0.79, a WHIP of 0.79, and a no record for any decisions in his season so far. Now, I do see John Felski is going to be starting for the Cubs in the second half of this doubleheader, and Wes Parker is going to be starting at first base for the Cubs, also in the second half of the doubleheader here. So, it's time to play two today here in San Diego. The Padres are sending Clay Kirby out to the mound. He's making appearance number 10 with a 2-3 record, 2.98 ERA, and a 1.30 WHIP. The Cubs will have a lineup of Gosger, Beckert, Williams, Santo, Blomberg, Parker playing first, Kessinger playing short, Felski catching, and Edmondson batting ninth. The Padres are going to have Clay Kirby on the mound with a lineup of Brown, Gonzalez, Colbert, Ferrara, Pagan, Pena, Davenon, Satriano, and the pitcher Kirby batting ninth. It is a little bit warmer, 73 degrees now for the second game, and the wind is blowing a little bit harder in from left at 10 mph. So let's get this ball game underway. The Padres heading out to take the field for Game 2. Jim Gosger setting up into that left-handed batter's box to lead off for the Cubs here against Clay Kirby. Now, Kirby actually threw 121 pitches just 4 days ago, so he is not fully rested. But the Padres are really not in a great spot in terms of their bullpen. They don't really have much of anybody that's rested in the bullpen today. So, Gosger facing Kirby here in the top of the first inning. 3-0 count. Gosger is waiting for the pitch. Cubs coming in at 22-23. Padres coming in at 7-38. Kirby is looking for the sign. Here is the stretch and the delivery. And there is ball 4 inside. So the leadoff walk to Gosger. Satriano is doing the catching here. He is not nearly as good behind the plate as Cannizaro was. So we're going to be looking to steal with Gosger here in the very first inning. Kirby is not good at holding runners either. So let's steal second right on the very first pitch. The pitch out is on. The throw down to second. They had that one pegged. Man, the Padres have really got my number on base running here in this series. So, all right, Glenn Beckert now swinging away with a 2-0 count. And there's a liner into the gap in right center field. So that's going to be extra bases for Beckert. He rounds first, heading for second. And that'll be a 1-out double for Glenn Beckert. Stand-up double here in the top of the first inning. And that'll bring up Billy Williams. 1 out, 1 man on, runner in scoring position. Here's the first pitch to Billy Williams. And a grounder toward third. They look the runner back to second. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 2, excuse me. Ron Santo now the batter, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Ron Santo, and he's going to pop that one up to right center field. Should be routine. The right fielder heading over to make the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Ollie Brown leading off against Paul Edmondson here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-1 is the count. Edmondson looking to deliver the pitch. And a liner over the shortstop's head in left field. That's going to be a kind of a seeing eye single there as he found no man's land in short left field for a leadoff single. Gonzalez now the batter. 3-1 count. Edmondson looking to deliver the pitch. Here it comes. Inside for ball 4. So the Padres now have first and second with nobody out. And Colbert is the batter. 3-0 count. Edmondson delivering the pitch to Colbert. Ball 4. So the bases are loaded. Edmondson, with a single and 2 walks, has loaded the bases, and it brings up Ferrara. Bottom of the first inning. 2-2 count. Grounder to short. Kessinger to Beckert to Parker. Makes for a 6-4-3 double play. The run will score. And now there's 2 outs with a runner on third. Padres have a 1-0 lead. Pagan facing Edmondson here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-strike count. And strike 3 is called. So Edmondson bounces back. Only allows 1 run to score. And we're going to the top of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Blomberg now facing Kirby in the top of the second. Full count pitch. Blomberg lining that one deep center field. That one's going over the center fielder's head all the way to the wall. Blomberg rounding second, heading for third. He's going to have a lead-off triple for the Cubs. So the Cubs looking to tie this game in the top of the second inning. With Blomberg on third, the next batter is going to be Wes Parker. Top of the second, 1-ball count. Parker lines it to deep center field. This is going to be plenty deep to drive in the run. The center fielder going back toward the warning track. Gonzalez makes the catch. He just throws it back into the cutoff man. Blomberg scores easily. And we have a 1-1 tie. Parker with the RBI sacrifice fly. And the Cubs score a run here in the top of the second inning. Kessinger now coming up with 1 out and nobody on. 2-1 is the count. And he pops it up to left center field. Coming over is Gonzalez. He's going to get under it to make the catch for out number 2. Felsky now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-ball count to John Felsky. Here comes the pitch. And Felsky puts it on the ground toward short. Picked up and thrown over to first, and that will end the inning. So, the Cubs score 1. We go to the bottom of the second of a 1-1 tie. Roberto Pena facing Edmondson here in the bottom of the second inning. Full count. Edmondson delivering the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Edmondson got him to chase one outside the zone there. And that brings up Davenon. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Jerry Davenon. Here it comes. And the bunt attempt, but it misses for strike 1. So Edmondson now facing Davenon. Again, with this time a ground ball to third. Santo fields, flings it quickly over to first, and that's out number 2. Satriano now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1 is the count, and he grounds it over to second. Beckert has it. He throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Padres go down in order. We go to the top of the third of a 1-1 tie. Edmondson facing Kirby here in the top of the third inning. Kirby working with a 2-2 count. And Edmondson lines it on the ground towards short. Picked up and thrown over to first. That'll be the first out of the inning. Gosger now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Jim Gosger, and that is ball 4. Gosger takes the walk. He is down to first. We want to try to redeem Gosger here and try to steal second again. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Beckert now facing Kirby with 1 out, 1 man on. Swinging away at the first pitch. There's a grounder towards short. The throw to second, the relay to first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. So the Cubs get a base runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 1-1 ball game. Kirby now facing Edmondson here in the bottom of the third inning, leading off for the Padres. Here is the first pitch, and a foul tip back toward the backstop. The next pitch to Kirby with a 1-2 count, and there's a pop-up to right. Chasing is Blomberg toward the line. He makes the catch for out number 1. Next up is Brown with 1 out, nobody on, 1 strike count. Brown waiting for the pitch. And a pop-up, short left field. Billy Williams coming in. He looks up and makes the catch for out number 2. Edmondson now facing Gonzalez with 2 outs and nobody on base. 1-1 is the count. And a grounder towards short. Kessinger has it. He throws over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Padres go down in order. We go to the top of the fourth of a 1-1 tie. Billy Williams leading off for the Cubs in the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 count. Billy Williams lining it into short left field, short center field. Gonzalez coming in fast, makes the running catch for out number 1. Ron Santo now the batter. He's 0 for 1 today. Facing Kirby with 1 out. A 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Santo, and he's going to pop that one up down the left field line. Heading over is the left fielder. He makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Blomberg now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 count. Blomberg waiting for the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3. So Blomberg goes down swinging to end the inning. We go down to the bottom of the 4th. Still all tied up at 1. Colbert facing Edmondson here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Colbert waiting for the 3-0 pitch. And that is ball 4 low. So a leadoff walk on 4 straight pitches puts Colbert on first. And now Ferrara's the batter. With nobody out, 1 man on. 2-0 count. Edmondson delivering the pitch. And a drive deep left field. Going back is Billy Williams. He looks up, but it's gone. That's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ferrara. And that gives a 3-1 lead to the Padres here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 404 feet out to left field. And that is Ferrara's 3rd home run of the season. Pagan now the batter. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Edmondson gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Pena. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Pena. There's a liner into center field. That's another base hit. Pena will be stopping at first with a single, as the Padres have a runner on with 1 out, and now Jerry Davenon is the batter. 1 strike count and the pitch to Davenon. There's a pop-up to left center field. Chasing is Gosger. He calls off Williams and makes the catch for out number 2. And now Satriano is batting with 2 outs and the runner on first. 1-1 is the count. Edmondson looking to deliver the pitch. Pop up in foul territory. Hundley chasing. Santo chasing. Hundley gets under it to make the catch and end the inning. Padres, however, score twice on the 2-run home run. We go to the top of the 5th of a 3-1 ball game. Parker leading off against Kirby here in the top of the 5th. He has a sacrifice fly which tied up this game in the 2nd inning. 2-1 is the count. Parker lining that one into left field. That's going to be a base hit. He just took an inside-out swing and punched that one into the opposite field for a leadoff single. Kessinger now the batter with Parker on first. Nobody out. Kessinger waiting for the 1-1 pitch. And there's a liner past the first baseman into right field. That's another base hit. Parker rounding second, heading for third. The throw goes to third. The slide, and Parker is going to be safe. So the Cubs now with runners on the corners and nobody out. John Felski is the batter. Top of the 5th inning. Felski facing Kirby. Here comes the first pitch. And he's going to drive that one into the gap in left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run scores. This is now a 3-2 ball game as the Cubs have their 3rd consecutive single here in the top of the 5th inning. Next up is the pitcher Edmondson, and he's going to be asked to lay down the bunt. Kessinger on first, Kessinger on second, Felski on first. Here's the bunt attempt by the pitcher that goes right back to the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first and he throws it away. So the Padres defense, suspect once again, allows the error. The bases are now loaded with nobody out, and Gosger is the batter. Top of the 5th inning, Cubs down by 1. Here's a 1-strike pitch, and Gosger lines that one in center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Coming around third and stopping, however, is the runner Felski, excuse me. So we have now a tie ball game on the Gosger RBI single. Next up is Glenn Beckert. Bases are still loaded, nobody out. Kirby facing Beckert here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-strike count and the pitch to Glenn Beckert, and he puts that one on the ground to short. The throw goes to second. There's no relay to first, however. Another run scores, and the Cubs take a 4-3 lead. The Padres now have 1 out in the inning. There's runners on the corners, and Billy Williams is the batter. Cubs, Williams waiting for the 1-2 pitch, and there's a pop-up to right center field. The throw comes home, the runner tags up, the slide, and the runner is safe. So Billy Williams is going to be credited with an RBI sacrifice fly, and the Cubs now have a 5-3 lead. Ron Santo now is the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. That RBI is number 24 on the season for Billy Williams. And now a full count pitch as Santo checks his swing and draws the walk. So the runner advances to second, Santo's on first, and Blomberg is the next batter. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He's facing Kirby with 2 outs and 2 men on in the top of the 5th inning. 4 runs are already in. Blomberg waiting for the 1-strike pitch, and he's going to put that one on the ground towards second. Second baseman has it. He throws over to first, which ends the inning. So the Cubs score 4 times and take a 5-3 lead into the bottom of the 5th inning. Edmondson now facing Kirby here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Edmondson working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Clay Kirby, and a swing and a miss that gets away from the catcher, but he throws down to first to complete the strikeout. So Brown now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Ollie Brown. And there's a liner into left field. That one's going to shoot the gap, go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Brown as he rounds first, heading for second. He's going to slide in with a 1-out double. So the Padres now with a runner in scoring position and sending the tying run up to the plate. Next batter, Tony Gonzalez. 1 out, 1 man on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Edmondson working with a 2-strike count, and there's a pop-up to left. Billy Williams is chasing. He comes in and makes the catch for out number 2. And now, with the runner still in scoring position and 2 outs, Colbert is the batter, and he is going to be issued the intentional walk in this situation. We are not going to pitch to Colbert. We'll pitch to Ferrara. Well, Ferrara already hit a home run off of... I don't know if that's a great plan. Ferrara already hit the home run off of Edmondson in the last half inning. So Edmondson is going to pitch to Colbert with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's the 1-1 count, and there's a pop-up to left. So Gosger chasing. He's going to call off Williams and make the catch to end the inning. The Padres strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the top of the 6th of a 5-3 Cub lead. Wes Parker is going to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 6th inning. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. And Parker's going to drive that one into center field. The sliding catch by the center fielder, Gonzalez, is going to rob him of a base hit. So now Don Kessinger's the batter with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch to Don Kessinger. There's a pop-up to right. Chasing toward the right field line in foul territory. Oh, and it's dropped. So that's going to be another error on the Padres. They have 5 in this doubleheader so far. Kessinger getting second life. Waiting for the 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. And that's a grounder over toward first. The first baseman has it. He throws to the pitcher covering, and that'll be out number 2. Felsky now the batter. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Facing Kirby with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And Felsky swings and misses for strike 3. That was a big curveball. Second strikeout of the game for Clay Kirby. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 5-3 Cub lead. Edmondson facing Ferrara here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leadoff batter. First pitch of the inning. Here it comes. There's a grounder toward third. Santo has it. He throws over to first. That'll be first out of the inning. Pagan now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 count to Pagan. And he'll ground it towards Santo again. The throw goes over to first, and that's 2 outs. Santo manning the hot corner very effectively today. And now Pena is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 ball count. Here's the pitch to Pena. There's a grounder towards short. Charging is Kessinger. He throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th. It is 5-3 in favor of the Cubs. Clay Kirby is going to come out for inning of work number 7. He looks very tired out there on the mound. He's going to face the pitcher Edmondson to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 7th inning. 2-2 count. Kirby delivering the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So he strikes out the opposing pitcher for the first out of the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Kirby. And now Gosger is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch to Gosger. And a drive straightaway center field. Going back as the center fielder Gonzalez toward the warning track and making the catch for out number 2. Gosger certainly gave that one a ride. But Gonzalez hauled it in for the second out of the inning. Glenn Beckert's now the batter. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. He's working with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a 2-out single for Glenn Beckert. It'll bring up Billy Williams with the runner on first and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch to Billy Williams. And a pop-up down the left field line. Chasing is the left fielder. He'll drop it, and that's going to come back into the infield. Another error. It's number 6 on the season for Ferrara. Third of the game for the Padres. Billy Williams is safe on second. The runner Beckert advances to third, and now Ron Santo comes up with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Cubs up by 2 in the top of the 7th inning. Kirby, just livid that he's still out here on the mound. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Santo, and he walks him on 4 straight. So that'll load the bases. 4th walk of the day by Kirby. And it brings up Blomberg, who is 1 for 3 on the day. He's going to face Kirby with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 1-2 count and a pop-up to center field. Coming over is Gonzalez, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the errors do not hurt the Padres. We go to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game. Davenon facing Edmondson here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-ball count. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards short. Kessinger has it. He throws over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Satriano now is the batter with 1 out and a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Satriano. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Edmondson has 5 strikeouts on the day. And now Kirby is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Kirby waiting for the full count pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Kirby chased one outside the zone. 6 strikeouts on the day for Edmondson. We go to the top of the 8th. It's 5-3 in favor of the Cubs. And Kirby, with 105 pitches, is coming back out for the 8th inning of this ball game. He's going to face Wes Parker with a 1-1 count. And Parker's going to line that one right up the center field for a single to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Kirby now facing Kessinger. Nobody out, 1 man on. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Kessinger. And that's a liner into center field. That's going to be out number 1. A well-hit ball, but right at Gonzalez in center field. First out of the inning. John Felski now the batter. He's 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Coming up with 1 out, 1 man on. Here's the 1-ball count. And there's a liner over the first baseman's head down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. Felski rounding first, heading for second. The runner Parker rounding third. He's going to come around to score without a throw. Felski has an RBI double, and the Cubs now have a 6-3 lead in the top of the 8th inning. And Kirby now facing the pitcher Edmondson with 1 out and 1 man on. Kirby working with a 1-strike count. There's a pop-up on the infield. The first baseman is calling for it, and he puts it away for out number 2. Jim Gosger is now the batter, and he's going to face a relief pitcher. Tommy Sisk is brought into the game. He threw some work in the first game of this doubleheader as well. Sisk has thrown 18 in the 3rd innings, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts, and a 4.91 ERA. He's facing Gosger, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI on the day. First pitch to Gosger with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Top of the 8th inning, 1 run already in. Gosger puts it on the ground toward first. Colbert has it, He steps on the base to end the inning. The Cubs score 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 6-3 ball game. Edmondson coming back out in the bottom of the 8th inning. He is going to face the top of the Padres lineup. Ollie Brown leading off. He's 2 for 3 today. Edmondson working. Here's the first pitch. And a drive to left field. Coming over is Billy Williams. He's going to get under it. Medium depth, making the catch for out number 1. Edmondson now facing Gonzalez with 1 out, nobody on. Edmondson delivering the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder towards second. Beckert has it. He throws over to first, and that is out number 2. Colbert now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Edmondson delivering the pitch. And a pop-up behind second base. Beckert going into short center field. He makes the catch, which will end the inning. The Padres go down in order. We go to the top of the ninth of a 6-3 ball game. Beckert facing Sisk here in the top of the ninth inning. 1 strike count. Here's the pitch from Sisk. And a little tapper in front of the plate. The catcher pops up to get it. Throws down to first. That'll be out number 1. Billy Williams now the batter. He's 0 for 3, but with an RBI on a sac fly. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Billy Williams. And he is going to pop that one up into short center field. Coming in is Gonzalez. And he gets under it to make that catch for out number 2. Ron Santo now the batter, 0 for 2 on the day. Facing Sisk with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Santo. And a drive, deep center field, going back toward the warning track is the center fielder Gonzalez, and he makes that catch to end the inning. So Santo gave it a ride, but it was a little bit short. We go to the bottom of the ninth of a 6-3 ball game. Edmondson facing Ferrara here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 1 strike count, Edmondson delivering the pitch. There's a pop-up on the right side. The first baseman, Parker, calls for it. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. Pagan now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Pagan waiting for the pitch. Ground ball over to third. Santo has it. He throws quickly over to first for out number 2. Next up is Pena with 2 outs and nobody on. Edmondson facing Pena with 1 ball count. Here is the pitch. And a liner over the third baseman's head into left field. That'll be a 2-out single. So the Padres have the runner on base. Excuse me. Edmondson will now face Davenon with 2 outs and the runner on first. Edmondson working. First pitch to Davenon. Here it comes. And a liner into left field coming in is Billy Williams. He looks up and puts it away for the 3rd out of the game, of the inning. That'll end the game. It is a 6-3 Cub win. They are taking the 8th win in a row this season. The Cubs getting 6 runs on 9 hits with no errors. The Padres 3 runs on 5 hits with 3 errors. The Cubs pull even to 23-23 on the season, while the Padres drop to 7-39. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Paul Edmondson. He threw 9 innings of 5-hit, 3-run baseball with 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. He goes to 1-0 on the season. The Padres' Clay Kirby drops to 2-4. He went 7 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And the Cubs have now pulled back even up to 500 and are on an 8-game winning streak. Thank you for watching 1969 Baseball.